So this is the third iteration of a resolution on this topic. The first one included the monumentally bad idea of giving the sheriff discretion to enforce or not enforce laws as they come down. All of us are concerned about guns getting into the hands of people with a history of violence or instability, because we've seen the results in our country all over the world again and again. We can't just throw up our hands and say, well, you know, private gun sales have to be allowed for some Second Amendment reason. It's nonsense. They don't. I support the Second Amendment. But you have to have checks, because it saves lives.
Threats and phone calls reminding me I have a son in school, and I personally shoulder the burden of a school shooting that involved my son. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for those emails and phone calls. I appreciate it.
Thank you for everyone who is in the room, and thank you for both proposing and supporting of this repeal. I did receive over 50 emails in support of repealing and about 3 or 4 against it. I do know that the governor will set in place software to help law enforcement across the state implement background checks. They're going to revise reporting, make it easier for law enforcement to talk to each other. That includes sheriffs, cities, and state police.
Change, things do make a difference, and sometimes you have to make those changes. I still want to respectfully say that there are a lot of good individuals, citizens in the area around the country that respect what a gun can do. And there are people that abuse it. People abuse vehicles, people abuse drugs, they abuse everything that they can find to find a way of getting themselves out. Doesn't mean that you continue to put more and more rules to where nobody can walk anymore. You can't even walk across the street or else you're going to get thrown in jail. So, you know, Ms. Martinez, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Blankenhorn?
Yes?
Commissioner Fambro?
No.
Vice Chair O'Donnell?
Yes.
Chairman Gagos?
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
As you know, we are entering citizens' concerns. The floor is for citizens to speak about to 5 minutes.
I particularly want to address Mr. Fambro's concerns about the communications he received, the threatening communications. Those are illegal and improper, and the First Amendment right to free speech does not give any of us the right to threaten others.
A friend with their auction, I clerked for them at an auction where guns were being sold. This was a private auction. When I'm clerking, this man came up to me with a stack of $100 bills. Not kidding. This high, $100 bills to pay for his guns. And I was aghast. Why in the world would you bring that kind of cash to an auction to buy guns? There's only one obvious answer for that, and it's not acceptable.
We must ban assault rifles. We must align ourselves.
I applaud Commissioner Romero's courage in changing his mind. It's very difficult to change your mind and change your position. It requires honor, integrity, and courage, and thank you.
And I actually just came up to thank you for the very deliberative, calm discussion that you had together today. You modeled the type of meeting and the type of process that I hope you will carry forward. I think this is what I've observed when I've been here before, but it wasn't what I observed at the last meeting.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Reverend Virginia Garrity, and I'm pastor of First Presbyterian Church in town. I want to say thank you, and I want to say I'm sorry. Thank you for passing this resolution. It was a joy and a blessing to watch that happen this morning. I appreciate you all standing up for, in a difficult decision, a child's right to live and go to school in peace, a mother's right to worship in peace, rather than someone's right simply to bear arms. And I also want to say I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Commissioner Fambro, Commissioner Gallegos, for what you were bullied, you were threatened. I feel very sorry that you were bullied. You were.
I wanted to thank you guys for reconsidering the vote and for your comments, and I really do apologize on behalf of Taos County for the online threats that you guys were online and other kinds of threats you guys were getting. I don't think that's ever called for.
I'd like to start out by thanking Commissioner Fambro and Commissioner Gallegos for having the courage to stand up, support the Constitution of the United States, and uphold their oath of office. This is not a Republican versus Democrat issue the way you'd like to make it. It's an American issue. And the fact that you can't see that is actually pretty troubling. And that we oppose any action that tries to work its way around the Constitution, circumvent it, contravene it, supersede it. If we want to change the Constitution, there's a process for doing it. But I want to thank you, sir, and I want to thank you. What you did was courageous. You stood up against public pressure, and you did the right thing. The rest of you, live with yourselves.
The issues we are facing here as an individual right to keep and bear arms. This is just the first step of gun control. If we do not continue to fight for our rights, they will be gone. And if that happens, God help us all.
In regards to Senate Bill 328, I believe, any person subject to a protective court order is already federally barred from owning a firearm. But this state legislature that I'm aware of expands on that further to include even non-violent misdemeanor domestic violence conditions such as destruction of property. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to keep us safer, considering criminals will find a way.
Until you address the real problem, which is people, then you're never going to get anywhere. You can pass every law that you can dream up, and you're still going to have the same problem that you have now. Lies of people.
I grew up in a tiny town, smaller than this. And I graduated high school in 2005. So that was around the time when we were just starting to realize what an epidemic these school shootings were becoming. My father had been a police officer, and he served as the president of our town council. And my name was still found on a hit list. And my school didn't know what to do. My town didn't know what to do. So my dad took my sister and I away for a week to see if they could figure out what to do. We've had 15 years of trying to figure out what to do. And everyone's been silent for the last 3 people who came up and talked. And they were sitting with a group who has talked through everyone else's moments. They're rolling their eyes when the mention of a school shooting is brought up. We know that it's real. And we know that we have to make big moves. And maybe we're not the Supreme Court right now. Maybe we can't make laws for the entire country. But we can stand up and protect our citizens of Taos County, and we can make a real effort to make the children that are in school now feel safer. Thank you.